table full of melanites. If nobody gon' shine, I don't need the ice. It's real tough. Yeah. Speaking on the times, cause my people need to see. Third eye blind, no, they lying through their teeth. They tryna loot the time, tryna keep us in a sleep. But you know we gotta rise like the steam in the heat. Quantum physics to a beat, how time zones lead. It matter just the data that your brain gon' see. Alchemy, your master, all that photon light. Avatar, the body, just the temple, do you see? The deity surround me, I feel the peace. Breathe deep, I push cheese like Bruce Lee. Yo, it's Dragon Ball Z, I'm Super Saiyan 3. And we finna walk them down, any town, any street. New world on horizon, I can see the silver lining. Cause the sun gon' shine, then we all keep shining. Mighty lion can heal the pain, you know his name. But they stand on the same old thing. They playing, well let's talk about it. Round table full of melanites. Crystal body gon' shine, I don't need the ice. Deity, and me, you gon' see it's rise. My people so divine, know it's our time. Let's talk about it.
Let's have the conversation.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Let's have the conversation.
I don't wanna hear that he say, that she say. You're listening to parasites on replay. They tap into my phone to listen like we on three-way. It's tap into your aura, feel the energy like heat waves. Let's talk about it. Who you praying to? When you start to lose your mind, who is saving you? If you're moving through the time, what's the energy that's moving you? I wanna have the conversation. We always dropping gems back and forth, like great debating. We making our own way, our own land, our own pavement. Just tuning out the spaceship. I like to wake up with the sun. Say my daily mantra, speaking crypto, speaking tongues. Tell them what I'm after, we're the one and get it done. I feel my enemies around me. 7 deadly sins, they tryna trap and keep me bounded. I'm not staying around, I get my people, then I'm outie. Yeah.
Round table full of melanites. Crystal body gon' shine, I don't need the ice. Deity, and me, you gon'
Greetings and gratitude for tuning in. Hey, y'all.
Greetings, y'all.
Greetings and gratitude for tuning in to Let's Have the Conversation. Hey, committee, how y'all doing?
Amazing.
But
right, how's the panel?
After the tribute, I'm gonna tell on y'all. I'm gonna tell the committee what y'all been doing to me. But I'm good.
I'm so confused.
I ain't do
yeah.
it. I ain't do it. Get somebody else to do it.
Get somebody else to do it.
Oh no.
I ain't do it.
Okay, yes. So we do. We got a tribute for Miss Holla. If y'all didn't know, she passed away. She was a funny woman. And yeah, we gonna roll over that real quick.
So hope y'all tear up and cry real hard.
I know a way you won't even have to do radiation. Yeah. Try a holistic route.
What did she say? Holistic? Who's up? Don't call. I got up the camera, but don't call me no.
I'm not Holla.
Because I'm not, and I'm not on the list for.
Tell you what.
Y'all want her to eat salad.
I ain't gonna eat no goddamn salad. And I told you that 45 fucking times, and I ain't gonna tell you no goddamn more. Not business.
But when you sat down, did everybody get up or?
I don't know.
Oh.
Because I was so mustard.
No. I didn't mean it like that.
Tearing the fuck trail.
Attitude over
Sure have.
Cause we didn't bring her mocha.
Sure have.
Cause she don't have to have one every.
You don't tell me what I have to have. You ain't none of my doctor. And he told both of y'all plain as day. Let her have whatever she wants.
Within reason.
Now he ain't saying about that. Why would you put that in there? I need you to love. Pray for me. I'm so glad to be here. I'm not the pussy of the year. I'm not. See, don't play me that way. See, keep it real. That's all I ask. Keep it real. So I won't have to fuck you up. Bam.
Right.
So take care of yourself. I'm glad we had this little time together. And thanks for everything. Keep praying for me. It's out of my hands. It's in God's hands. And I respect that.
Position, missionary or doggy style?
You did it every way. Every way? You're talking about Frank Sinatra did it his way.
Every way.
Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. Every way. I didn't know. Oh yeah.
Aw. Very good job putting that together, though. That was nice.
Gratitude. I mean, I couldn't feel the screen, but it was all right. It was all right. It was all right. But I was
Oh.
like, couldn't believe that. She's such a sweet little lady, man. She talks so crazy. I
Yeah.
absolutely love it. I loved it. I ended it like
Hmm.
that. I am not crying, but my eyes, my allergies. Sorry, y'all. There go Aubrey. I ended it like that because she said she did it her way, and that's what she did. Hey, girl. And she did it her way, and I love that about her. So gratitude to Grandma Holla.
I feel like McDonald's should cover the
Gratitude.
expenses of everything. I'm just saying.
Always
I'm
my
just
place.
putting it out there because I done left the house and went and got a frappe I wasn't supposed to get because of Grandma Holla.
Period.
So, yeah. Why do I feel like Grandma Holla's theme song would be "Hey motherfucker, hey motherfucker"?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Aubrey
Absolutely.
looking cute and stir looking out cute.
Right.
Girl, say hello to Sandy, honey. This is
Okay.
Girl, say hello to Sandy, honey. Yes, she is on the
Period.
inside, girl. I'm giving you poodle. Yes, poodle.
Okay, so let me tell on y'all. Let me tell y'all what's been happening.
What they?
So the other day, we was out talking, and I told Malika, I said, "Oh, I didn't even see that in the chat," and she was like, "No, it was alive," and I was like, "Oh, huh." So my feelings was hurt, but I ain't say shit, panel. I ain't say shit, committee. I ain't say shit. So my daughter, I'm talking to my daughter last night, Tot. She said, "Well, Aubrey on live." I said, "Oh, well, let me see what she's talking about real quick." I get on live, family, and it's all of them again. They didn't went live like 4 times. Ain't nobody told me. Ain't nobody asked me if I wanted to come and join and be in the chat or nothing. Then, no, it goes deeper than that because then the group me retreat did a whole Zoom without a bitch. I said I couldn't even get in on the Zoom.
Wait, they did a Zoom?
What?
We did do a Zoom. We did do a Zoom.
Last night.
Did they line dance? Did I miss the line dance?
We didn't line dance. We just greeted each other and talked and caught up.
Bullshit.
Don't be like this. We were waiting for you.
It's given. Let me tell you what this is giving. This is giving me at the club with Maya J taking pictures, and she took pictures, and I couldn't get in her motherfucking pictures. That's what it's giving.
No, it wasn't like that. No.
I said, "Oh, so what y'all
Well,
saying?"
let me just say, you are always. No,
That's
you
what
are
y'all saying.
always welcome. You know that. No matter what any of us are.
Listen, and listen.
Ma'am.
I take full responsibility because I started the first live. I did, I got on there. I take, full responsibility for that. However, I don't know what IG was thinking because you should have been up on, my notification.
Ooh, Danielle. Oh, y'all just gonna turn up. Listen, first of all, I did not. Okay, hold on. And Carbon, hold on, Carbon. I saw your face. Carbon, I saw your face. What happened was I was bragging on the live that you all did for New Year's. Look, Carbon playing the mannequin challenge.
See how long ago it was? They've been doing it.
So look. Stop. So for New Year's, it was so amazing because I got the Instagram notification, the pop-up. And so I went on and I saw you all talking about healing and shadow work and whatnot. And so when I was talking to Quatiter, I was like, they were just talking about shadow work and it was such a beautiful moment. Like, and Carbon was talking about our friendship and she was like, that wasn't in the chat. And now let me tell you something, friend. Hold on, friend, because let's have a friend-to-friend moment. Miss Busy all day.
I took a break last night to hear the sex capade story.
How were we supposed to know that you had break time? And I was not up there, but I would have loved to be up there. It's just like I look like what I'm going through at the moment last night, and I wasn't about to get up there. But they have these lives, and Carbon has been challenging himself since the end of last year to go live regularly, and Jose will sit up there in full support every time Jose is up there.
I sure
And
will.
and so everyone will jump up, and it was really Aubrey, go ahead, love you. Sorry, I'm just saying love you because it. Aubrey, you playing the mannequin challenge?
Gratitude.
Quatita.
Hey, Quatita, girl.
Well, I thought you was gonna come on and say Quatila.
So listen, Quatila. Listen, this is what happened. I was in no part supposed to be on live last night. Okay, Spirit told me that I needed to go to sleep, and I did it. I tried. But then, Carbon, you pulled something inside of me to get on that live. And you knew that you had been going live. You are the culprit to this situation. I am appalled because I thought we were better than Carbon.
Carbon, duck, Carbon, so I can spray her for this. What she's doing right now, duck, Carbon.
I am guilty.
I
I am guilty for us leaving the group me zone and heading to the lives as well. I did take
Jose has complete. I don't know what to say. It is the
can I just say I
betrayal.
apologize because I didn't want to hurt my government feelings.
Carbon,
Because I didn't want to do that.
You took
Oh
us
my
on a
goodness.
ride. You did that. Chaz, Carbon, and Jose.
Wait.
How dare
I just got a question.
How dare
I know you.
You played a part. You told me play the music.
Because Chad started
and
I called me up.
I am an innocent. No.
Come
I am
on.
an innocent bystander.
Mhm.
Okay? I did not do anything wrong.
I didn't even do a meeting today. I was like, I'm not talking to none of them.
Mm-hmm.
She did.
Wait, so you were
I was wondering, like, well, she must be real busy. We didn't have no meeting or nothing.
Order in the court. Hold on, Quatita. So you were mad at me today?
No,
you was in the chat with me last night, but you wasn't up there. But everybody on this panel got my phone number. See, it's giving y'all don't fuck with me for real. See,
No,
we don't call.
No.
1 second. How do you expect me? Because you know Instagram. See, if it's YouTube, I could swipe and still hear YouTube. I could not miss a minute of the elevator and the red hat and the stall.
I'm so glad I caught it.
Yeah,
I'm so glad I caught it.
The tussle.
Oh my gosh, the tussling and Tita, you missed the ABC story.
Yeah,
you missed the ABC. We finally got the ABC story.
Mm-hmm. And Miss, I want to blame the world.
I went back to work. I had to go back to work.
I know you did.
Miss,
he gave it to us.
All of y'all. It was her good friend that had hopped up there and was entertaining the world last night.
I'm trying to find the red hat. When he accidentally showed the picture, I said, "God damn, is that Mr. Ed?"
Listen, wasn't it amazing?
Yeah.
It was a whole audience.
I was like, I said, "Oh wait, that's what it looked like." Oh,
not a baby arm. That was a toddler arm.
I said, "That's what's in Texas. Let me go to my neighbor."
Yeah.
They say everything's bigger in Texas. That's what they had said. That's what they had said.
I'm gonna know about it soon. I'm gonna know about
it.
You sure are. You can see the picture.
You just smile.
You sure do. It was just, yes, Malika, it was just like that.
Yes, it was just like that.
He got a big and know how to use it. Okay. That was the song. And he got a big know how to use it. It was ginormous. I thought we were watching one of them BET Uncuts. When they have I'm gonna come back, y'all. Give me a second.
Okay.
Girl, what was wrong with that?
Yeah, it was huge. If y'all didn't see that, it was fucking. I was so happy when he moved his finger off of it.
Look,
He knew what he was doing.
listen, it was amazing
Look.
to see.
It was amazing.
You had to be there.
Had to.
Mm.
I was just
You
like,
had to be there, or you had to screen record. I'm just saying.
I mean,
Malika.
Screen record.
it's a whole lot.
How much did you screen record?
You didn't.
Did you now?
She did.
Well, you know, my channel, Cara was trying to be this is for, you know, the ages of blah, blah, blah. And then you had the me, be who you are, show it all.
Oh, you're never staticky, man. You still staticky.
No.
Yeah, like that.
It could be. Let's try something.
Yeah, disconnect and reconnect the
So
When's the last time you reset your phone?
I need permission from Charming T. I first of all, I didn't get Malika's permission, but let me show y'all. I'm not gonna show y'all much, but I want to show y'all something because I need Charming T's permission. But I didn't ask her. Where the fuck is my phone?
Take a face, y'all.
How do I sound now,
This
everyone?
could be so many. This could be so many
better,
things.
Yes.
That's better, Jose.
Okay, you know, fucking with me, it could be everything, child. Okay,
what are we doing right now?
Looking for my phone. Hold on.
While Quatina is looking for her phone, can I correct something? So my good friend, while I was sick and I am a Cancer, July 1st to be exact, right? So I was hiding in my shell. I text my friend in the Rising and said, I want to give it all up. I'm throwing it all away. I can't smell. I can't make fragrance anymore. I can't do the business. This is it. This is all I got. Once it's done, I'm done. My good friend was sitting over there thinking that I was upset with my good friend. And
But let me tell you why I thought you was upset, because you had capitalized friend in all caps. I said, oh shit.
That means I love you.
Oh, see, I didn't know. I was like, okay, God.
So if I go, hey friend, that's like, hey, it's nice to meet you. I kind of know you through the know of the someone with the acquaintance. But if I be like, friend, guess what? That was that.
I was like, I don't know what I done did, but she didn't put the friend in all caps. Oh my God.
Listen, and when she calls me and then she says, so I've been thinking about it, right? And I just she's like, I didn't want to make you upset, and I need you to know that I love you and I am sorry. And I was like, what are we talking about? I've been editing your retreat footage. I've been over here crying about
so you're in the Scorpio thing.
Right. I said, oh wait, this is what my mama does, and my mama is a Scorpio too. This is it right here. That no, nothing happened. And I love you enough to where if I was feeling some kind of way, I'm gonna call you and be like, oh, we're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna blow you up because we're gonna figure this out, because I love you too much for me to be feeling any kind of way, and you need to send me a kiss and a hug and a something. So okay, you found the phone, but I don't know what you're about to show. I'm gonna go on mute.
Okay, really? Yeah, that's so funny. Okay, so
No, when Governess originally said it, I was like, lies.
I did use one of my friends' permission, but so this is one of my tarot cards. That's Malika and Marshall.
Oh, dope.
I love it, right? And then this is one of them. I didn't ask Marshall's permission.
Wow. Look at that.
So I'm
Malika over
asking
there
Charming's
crying.
permission because
I know
there's something I want to do. I'm just going to show you really quickly. I haven't gotten to this one, but I've been procrastinating because I hadn't spoke to Charming. I want to use this as my tarot for pregnancy.
Yes, of course.
I can use it. Okay, cool.
Yes,
It was like, I gotta ask because that's a sacred moment. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay.
I love it.
Yeah. I've been working hard.
Dope.
Yeah, those
So
are
grateful.
so awesome. I can't wait. I can't wait to use
Love.
them.
Gratitude.
Love.
Yay.
I can't wait to use them.
Oh, I love it. And I
Absolutely.
remember that day when I was aggravating Marshall. When
Yeah.
you see me kissing Marshall like that, that means I done said something to piss her off, and I'm telling her to bring it on
She
in.
was like so bashful, like,
Oh, I love that. Gratitude. Oh,
yeah,
Those
okay,
are
cool.
so beautiful.
What an
Gratitude.
honor, right?
Yeah. It's gonna be better than the bullshit that he ever sent. So okay, so let me show y'all the front of it. Okay, since we looking, I ain't gonna show y'all too many because I'm working hard and I don't want y'all to see them. But this is the front of the deck. I'm gonna bring myself close to the screen. Hold on, guys.
Where was my mind just now that when I turned away and I heard front of the I thought you said something else. Oh my gosh.
I was working hard, y'all. I didn't go to sleep till like almost morning, and then got right back to at 8 and been working.
So you drew all that? Like,
No, I didn't draw them, but I'm working hard on them. I tell you that.
no, I mean the way you put it. Okay, so the way you put it all together is beautiful. It's beautiful.
So
It looks
dynamic.
really good.
Love that.
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous.
Can't
They
wait
can't
to
stop
own
the
it.
tarot deck, bro. We got to have it. It's gonna be 78 cards, so I'm excited.
That's gonna be dope. That's gonna be real dope.
Those
I'm
would
gonna
be
use Adderall. I can
those would
focus.
be awesome to market too, because all we got to do is just do lives with them, or I could do lives with them. I could do reels and TikToks, and super easy to just. Oh, you want these? Oh, they over there.
Period. So what y'all got going? What we talking about today, man? It's been so much shit. Let me put this up real quick so we can get on into the conversation. Because apparently he's not, but do we believe it's him?
No.
I've heard some people say that's not him. That it, but we don't know. I don't know.
Did we
I
discuss
don't know
him
either.
getting married or married?
Yeah, got married.
He got married to the genome chick?
Yes.
But okay, so apparently,
Yeah.
apparently they never signed like the certificate, so it's not actually official.
He
but
didn't get
they
divorced
did the
from
first
Kim, did
step.
he?
It's still in the what's it called?
Mm-hmm.
You know, she still put her witch brew. She still got her witch brew in the pot. So
I don't know what's going
she
on
won't let
there.
it go, honey. But it's coming to an end finally.
I feel like this is like one of those things where it's like never let them know what you're doing, never let them know what turn you're about to make. And so if you think I'm going this way, I end up going this way. Like, what's going on? Like, it's so confusing. Like, is she a handler? This can't be his choice. I don't believe it's his choice. I'll be honest.
Kanye.
Can it not be him, but be him? Because listen, I said that the same thing about when he came up out the hospital or whatever, and his hair was gold or blonde and all that. I said that ain't him. So I don't know what they doing with him right now, because this is about like the second time, with Kanye. Now he done came out married, so you went missing. We ain't seen you on a date with her. We ain't heard you saying her name. She ain't never around you.
Didn't he say that Get Out was about him? Did he
Yes.
say that? It's giving like extreme, like Get Out, just period. Like that's exactly what it is. Like that's why I feel like you're saying, like, is it him? Is it really him? And like at the same time, like I feel like yes, it's him, but not him. Like
They're trying their best to try to destroy him in the best way that they can. Like they're trying.
And they're using several witches. That one was not the first one, so they sent to the next one, a Balenciaga witch. It's levels to this. It looks like it's tiers to this. She couldn't handle it, but she probably can.
And
they
said that he kept, I guess he keep coming back into consciousness. I'm thinking that's what's going on. I guess their powers is not strong enough. Whatever their spells, magic, whatever they're trying to use. Obviously, he's highly protected. You know what I'm saying? Something.
Maybe because the daughter holds the power. And that's their secret. Because if she is able to understand at the age that she's in, this is really thinking that someone strategically knows what they're doing. This is a professional thing at this point, because now you have to mold yourself into the character so that she does not see that you're really on to what she's doing. But your father told you something and you and him understood exactly what that is, and no one knows that but you and your father. Hmm. I don't know. I'm just like, what y'all think?
I agree with you, Aubrey, and it makes me think of the thing you sent when you were talking about coming out of consciousness with Nelly, with that whole
glitch.
Yeah, that glitch, that eye fluttering seizure thing. He was literally singing that over and over again with that Tim McGraw feature, and it was like he was fighting being out of consciousness. If you had the video, he was doing the hand signs as well, trying to force himself to
It's in
stay
the
in the
WhatsApp,
vessel.
Fatita.
To stay in the vessel, he did the
Mm-hmm.
hand signs. It was Baffindia, Metatron, Scorpilish,
Yep.
Davian Knight.
Yep.
He's doing a constant amount of hand signs in real time.
Can you play it, Jose?
Ooh, I wish I could. Let me see.
I
Maybe
think I
Carmen.
might have it for you. Hold on, y'all. Yeah. I'm trying to find it, y'all. Oh, is this it? Wait a minute.
To like
There we
when
go.
y'all see comments on social media.
Oh, the hell? I don't know what happened to the sound, but y'all can see what he's doing. Yeah.
And there's
Did
just a
y'all
lot
see
of
it?
symbolism. Yeah, I saw it. Because it's a
Okay.
plane in the bag. It's the song over and over again. It has Tim McGraw on it. You know, they have genomes going into switching consciousness. It's a lot of symbolism in that whole performance. And he's trying to force himself, although people can't see it in there, his eyes are seizing back. They're fluttering back. They're flickering back. And he's doing the hand signs to retain that consciousness, retain his physical body because of all that going on and happening within that same situation. It's a lot. That video
Girl,
is so convoluted and
it
so deep. You go ahead, Aubrey.
it creeped me out because, like I said, I was like, his eyes just they flickered, and I didn't like that. So when they did it again, I was like, oh wait, hold on, wait, no, that is not normal, honey. Why is he doing that? So then it's like, did y'all see this? He looked like that he having a problem.
Yeah,
The first time I
there's
saw
something
the video.
very off. Oh, sorry, Carbon, go ahead.
No, go ahead. We got a delay. Go for it, baby.
I'm watching it even right now as you all are speaking, and even the way that he's gesturing with the microphone, I'm not really sure what he corrected on it because I didn't see him change the height or the level of it. It seems like literally grasping at straws. The hand signals are real. And that head back, when the eyes roll back, yeah, there's a lot going on energetically for me when it comes to this video.
I was just watching it too, Malika. That when you see it like that, you got to see it. Like,
can you
I
guys
recognize it.
Mm-hmm.
I recognize myself when I can feel my eyes going back, and I know I'm shifting. Like that motherfucker was shifting. There was something else, some entity, deity, spirit, something was taking over.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Charming, it's in the WhatsApp group chat.
I
Yeah,
sent it
originally
to
when
you
I
on
saw it,
Instagram, Charming.
yeah, when I originally saw it, I thought he was high. I ain't gonna even lie. And then once I watched it again, I was like, oh no, this is some whole other shit. Like I thought he did like because he's known for doing coke and shit. So I was just like that he high. But then when I watched it again, I was like, no, that's I think that's more than
He
cool.
might have been hot too, though, for real.
Yeah, he might have been
letting it in. You know what I mean?
And that was one thing why he was doing the hand signs, because he had so much probably going on already. He was trying to use his magic, push that stuff out, trying to keep himself into consciousness. It's a very
He probably was calling it.
Yeah.
He might have
We
been
never know.
calling it.
And that's another thing I was thinking too. You never know, because how the plane was behind, and you said it's about to be like another 9/11 occurrence, not just one or two. I remember that in a world reading. You never know what you're summoning. The picture, the imagery, everything has a symbolism, and you have to pay attention. It's right there in plain sight.
In the industry that he's in, I'm definitely for sure to know that was an entity he was calling on, because I have seen this in different rappers and singers. They do the same thing, but you got to be able to now. You know, if you know the hand signs, you see them doing, you got to be able to catch it. Now they do it even when they not dancing on you.
I know they better get their class because it's up. The class is up on Eventbrite. Make sure you get the class. Just saying.
That's what our deities mean when they say they be using our magic for evilness. That stuff like that they're doing. You know what I'm saying? They're calling them.
And when they call them, they gotta come. You understand what I'm saying? So people be like, oh, they demons, they evil. No, they got a job to do, because when you call them, they gotta come. Like your child might not want to come turn your TV, but when you call, guess what? Child gotta come turn your fucking TV.
Right.
And this so it's funny because I was watching what the fuck is the movie? The old Disney movie with the three witches, the three sister witches, and they got Hocus Pocus. Okay, so the first one, I don't know if you watched it recently, Quatita. I know the newer one recently came out, but I don't know if you watched the first one. When I tell you they are doing full blown hand signals, hand signs while summoning, while doing a spell, basically, it is absolutely ridiculous. Mind you, this movie is so old. They're doing multiple hand signs because I recognize them when I watched it. So I don't know if you guys seen that shit recently, but
I'm going to go back and watch it, Charming. I'm going to watch it.
Yes, it is literally about them using kids to stay young. So it's even more so like obvious, because it's about it's all cutesy and all the witches are all, but it's about them using children. And the second one is about the same thing. They just come back to try to do it again or some shit like that. Yeah,
that's how they play it though. They do it even when you watching Nickelodeon and they showing you the children smarter than the parents. The parents are always dumb. You know what I mean? They always put it under the guise of being dumb or doofy or goofy. You know what I mean? Like, get the fuck off.
Can I say something though in regards to being on stage? Just to give a little bit of opposition here when it comes to these artists as well. There have been times where there is nothing like the feeling of running onto a stage and hundreds of thousands of people screaming, and all of that energy is directed to you. My brother has performed for way bigger audiences than we performed for together. Like, I mean, I probably would have just curled up in the corner.
I was so excited when I was watching it too. Like, he was up there getting it. I'm like, get it.
Listen, but there's so much energy sometimes, and when the audience is sending you that energy, and you've got a lot of different beings in the audience. Some of you like cousins, y'all know, sometimes you'll be on a Zoom call and you may feel like an energy is coming through, and you're like, for whatever reason, I feel like turning off my camera. Like, what is this right now? Imagine hundreds of thousands of people, and as you're walking backstage and going on stage, everybody's touching you. Hey, good luck. Hey, do a good job. You're gonna be great. Hey, how are you? Hey, can I talk to you afterwards? They're all over you. People are walking past and sweating. Even sometimes breathing in the energy of people walking past me will daze me out. And there have been times in these very highly energetic moments where I can't remember anything that happened on stage. And a way that I had to work on that, and so thinking outside of the box on this, just from my own personal experience, I think there are also energies that linger, that wait for someone who's performing because they're in their creative. And when we're in our creative, if you were real creative, you channel. When you're tapping into your voice and getting past all the bullshit to be able to perform, you channel. Sometimes people will sing lyrics in freestyle and they don't even know how they did it or where it came from, but they like, I hope somebody recorded that, because where did that come from? I wonder. But these energies sometimes linger, and I think that Beyonce had said it before, like she becomes this other being. She's embraced that. With me, I would ask Ro to sit in one specific spot. Every time we have a sound check, I know where he's going to be standing, because I don't like that feeling of losing myself and not knowing what's happening. So I'll look at him and he'll do a hand gesture to me and it brings me back, and I'll focus on him and it'll bring me back and keep me grounded, tethered to where I am. So, right, Phantom. So I think sometimes we have to also look at that when it comes to these artists. I've thrown up when they were saying, when the Illuminati stuff first came out and people were first talking about it heavy, I've been in pictures or in spaces and been around certain celebrities and threw up the sixes like this for Orlando, because I'm making an O Town. And they were questioning, certain individuals were questioning, is she part of it because she's doing this, or I might put it over my eye? And they're like, well, where'd that come from? I think as a creative, there are a lot of things that are feeding, and there's a lot of people that are sending work to you and you're unaware. And so many people in the realm of creativity do not know how to protect themselves spiritually and energetically. So they're just an open canvas. So that's all I have wanted to say.
Well, let me say this.
No.
Because real quick, I'm gonna just say this, because I want to just tap on a little bit of what she just said, because when you know that they're doing it and you are able to, because you're right, that's one of them, which is also a deity. And then if you close it, that's also a deity. And it depends on if you pinch it and turn your hand, it's a deity. You understand what I'm saying? So they're all, but when you know it and somebody is sending it and you have a relationship with the deities, they'll go and fuck them up. You understand what I'm saying? Because how fucking dare you? Like, they'll choose good over that shit any day.
Right.
Absolutely.
All I was gonna say, real quick, Malika's not lying. Neither one of y'all are lying. I've performed many a day in my time, and I can attest to losing chunks of time on stage. I can attest to that. So it's very true. You don't remember the whole performance. If you're doing an hour show, yeah, you don't remember. You don't remember everything. You just don't. So I feel you, Malika. I feel you. Man.
Just in case y'all didn't know, Carbon used to sing backup for Diana Ross.
Woo, them audiences, I can only imagine.
Yeah,
that was on like one of our first shows when we used to play the Three Truths and a Lie type shit. He got us with that.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah. Back in the day, Super Bowl, when she did the Super Bowl, I did all the backup for that. Yeah, back in the day. I was like 14. But with that said, you guys, it's break time. So let's take our break, and we're gonna be right. Oh, I'm sorry, Malika, what's up?
One of the committee members, one of the cousins had asked, just really quickly, how do you protect yourself? Go on a walkwithancestors.com and get the classes. A lot of times, even with what I use with Ro when I'm in musical settings, I use the prayers, the certain terms and the words. I'm still learning the hand gestures, and my ears are ringing so loud right now as I'm saying this. The classes have so much information, not even stuff that the parts that you memorize and use in these spaces, but you walk away from the classes with a knowledge that now you carry with you into these spaces. I say classes first, and then intention setting tools. It could be down to having a spirit-led sweatshirt on, or one of the sweatshirts that Marshall makes and you're walking in that energy, or go smudge yourself sweatshirt and you're walking in that energy. The spray. You have your crystals, you have your sage, you have your Palo Santo, you have so many different things that you can utilize. And you've heard governors say, especially recently, it's so important that I set my intentions at the beginning of the day. That you, as the tool, absorbing all of this information, using all of these tools that are powered by your power, because we are melanite crystal beings, you setting those intentions on a daily basis and getting into that ceremony. That's what I like to call it now instead of ritual. Getting into those ceremonies for self every day as you start your day in protection of self, in protection of your wellness, your being, using all of that together, you're golden, love. So I just wanted to say that. Okay, that was kind of an ad. Okay, gratitude.
All right, y'all. We're gonna be right back. Dope.
Or whatever.
Was that the
spirit has
cosmic
for
of the tea?
Okay.
I'm just saying. Hey.
Your heart, your stress
Congratulations.
that we're worried about. And we kind of want you
Congrats,
to
man.
get that better.
I don't know if she can hear me, but good job on the
You just get into it. I create the
I know, right? I don't know what's going on. Anyway, yeah, she did a really good job on that commercial, putting that together.
You just get into it. I be high vibration.
Okay, so sorry, guys. Let's move this thing right along, shall we?
There's another commercial.
I thought I was
My computer is tripping. Like, y'all, I swear.
Cause you know that we be vibing. My name is Giovanni. Please don't talk to me like you don't give a fuck about me. I'm real sensitive. I'll put you in your place. I might give you a hug and go about my day. I'm too solid, please don't play. You get bad, but you need to meditate. Bad vibes lower the frequency. So please don't talk to me if you ain't got positive vibes for me. I ain't got time for it. Don't be lying to me. I ain't got time.
Wait,
It's Jose
why would you be falling out like that?
It's Jose trying to point at the ad and pointing in the look. Jose flipped his hand so many times and still couldn't get it to go this way.
It's playing. The commercial is playing. Like we're gonna be playing 2 because we have ads now, so we're gonna play 2 per commercial trip. But I'm so damn weak. Listen, he was falling the fuck out. Aubrey then fell out, almost out her chair. Y'all are so crazy.
My video, Jose was struggling so bad with that point. I was like, "Come on, turn it, boo."
Yo, I'm sorry.
It's when
he said, "Well, all right, let's get this thing. What
let's
we
just
going?
move it right along."
Yeah,
I almost fell out my chair.
and then it was over and over again.
The Charmy said, "There's another ad playing."
Listen, it's
my fault. I can't make it big. I don't know how to make it big. It won't go big for me.
Chaz, you and I were in the same boat. I was like, "Is it not playing for now? Because my computer done messed up so many times." I'm like, "Is it me? Is it messing up?" But Jose with the point, Jose, I don't even know how you flipped your hand around and it ended up in the same direction.
It's giving Zoolander. It's giving Zoolander. Can't make a left turn.
Y'all, I'm having issues. I don't even know what to say. Apologies.
It's
okay. We all have a little
high
technical
pitch going on. I think you're high pitch, and it's some background noise.
Hold on.
We having technical difficulties tonight. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. No worries. No worries. No worries. It's okay. Yeah. We're gonna keep this thing going right on along. Oh, okay. So let's talk about the whites only town in Africa. Is it Southern Africa? I can't even. It's the whites only town in Africa. Apparently, there are no black people allowed, and I'm gonna play the little clip really quickly. Child, this shit. I was like, oh, they just gotta be so extra all the time. Oh, sorry. Wait, damn it. I thought it was a clip. Nope. Hold on. Sorry. Oh my god. I thought. Okay, tonight it's a Wild Wednesday. I told you that. That's what it is. And
It's not just me. Good job.
no,
All right.
not just you. Here it is.
Black people cannot live or work here. Every job is reserved for the whites. Every task performed by white people. And yet the residents of this town insist they're not racist. Here's a report.
Welcome to Orania, a remote farming town in South Africa's Northern Cape. It prints its own money, runs its own banks, has its own holidays, and manages its own affairs. Sounds like the perfect township to relocate, right? Well, hold your horses. To enter Orania, you have to qualify on certain parameters. The foremost is the color of your skin. It has to be white, because Orania is a whites-only town. The uniqueness is too obvious to ignore. Wherever you go in this township, you will only find Afrikaners, white people with Dutch ancestry. All jobs, big or small, are reserved for white people. But the residents of this town insist that they're not racist.
We are from Africa. That's why we call ourselves Afrikaners. We want to remain here. We also want to retain our identity. Now, to retain.
Okay, that's it. That's enough. I can't take no more. I can't take no more. My blood pressure is up.
He fucking so
How the hell you know white town in
He
Africa?
said we from Africa, so that's why we call ourselves Africa. Who?
Afrikaans.
Africa. Is that
No.
the same place where the stuff with the pool happens?
Oh,
Because
yes.
that was a whites only pool.
Yes.
If y'all don't remember that.
So I find it interesting that they're showing all this whites only, like they're bringing attention to it. For what reason? What are they bringing attention to it for?
This is what I'm saying. Like, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to do? Again, for me, it's given want to be us the fuck again.
They said they by their identity. Y'all don't have one.
So y'all want to stay white in Africa.
So Chaz, I do want to
They know they're
correct
wrong.
their
That's why they make it a point to say
they do. The Dutch, they do have an identity. It comes with the story of Sartji. It comes with the takeovers that they attempted to do in those areas. The identity of more than likely the individuals who are behind moving the Herero and the Nama and the Khoisan and the Khoi tribes into reserved locations where they can't be in their natural element on that South African coast. That's very close to the area in South Africa where Shark Island is off of the border. There's an identity there too. When the Germans came in and were supposed to assist and then ended up raping and brutalizing, and then they went after the Khoisan tribes, the Nama and the Herero, and there was a genocide that occurred there. And they took our Khoi ancestors, the original people, the people who there have been studies done, and their identity genetically made up is completely different from everyone else's. They've been labeled as the original people to some, correct? Okay, I mean, you get what I'm saying. They're natural herders. So you have genomes that will travel to these reserved areas that they've pushed them to as they take their children so that we can no longer know about them because they're bringing their children into technology and come to our colleges and our schools and don't worry about being here with your elders. You don't need to learn that. Come and learn this. So they're going through all of these issues with that. These original people can walk through an area and the genomes go to visit to watch them do this. And they can look at any fertileness from Mother Nature and tell you what it's for and how to use it and how to get things from it that assist us in our most natural selves and making us our most grandest selves when it comes to medicinal use, right? What they did back in this time when they had this genocide was these herders, they had a very close connection with their cows as well. And so they would cut their tongues and they would tell them, you'll no longer taste your cattle that you love so much. They would do the same with the nose and tell them you'll no longer smell it. They would do it with the ears. It's funny too how this thing that has been created in a lab that's spreading around takes those same things from us that they know is what we utilize in regards to our senses to enjoy life, right? This is what they did back then. And then after brutalizing and going into a full war with our ancestors, they took the individuals that were left. So, that's the elders, the women, and the children, and they moved them into concentration camps off the coast of Africa, Shark Island concentration camp. The story for us goes so deep, and the only thing we know about is a group of genomes that were collected that got tattooed with numbers. And yes, your history may be important to you, but we're never even provided this. The reason that I even found this out was from a dream where a deity visited me and gave me the name of a location, and I was able to Google it and find out about it. They're just getting into the arguments of reparations with Germany, just like it's only been recently that Sartji's remains were sent from that school that they had her remains in, and those museums and the other country holding on to her being. They just sent her body within a short amount of time. It hasn't been that long ago that they sent her back to her home. So there is an identity there. And I feel like congratulations to you for creating your own space. Stay there. Stay there, because I really feel like this may be how it will work. And when you really need something from us, we have someone that can communicate with you, and there can be a barter system that occurs, and vice versa if we need to do whatever business if necessary. But I feel like they may be onto something that we should be pushing for, even though we know that they're going to come for us if we do. Something that we should be pushing for and keeping silent the same way they do, because we're just now hearing about this and they're in action. This is their community. They've been running this. That same silence is what we need to practice as well as we do these things that governance has been putting together and other individuals have been trying to attempt to do. It's a crazy world out here. Stay out here.
To say the least. Say the very least. No, but you're absolutely right,
That
Malika.
their ancestors' energy is still running through them. And that's why they have the audacity to insist they're not doing anything wrong or they're not, racist. But
my question is,
you guys are fucking squatters.
Jobs? What are the jobs? Oh, you mean you're over there testing on people? You're over there running facilities. You're over there harvesting children. You're over there doing shit you shouldn't do, is what they're saying. That's why the fuck they don't want your black ass over there.
Gotta be.
That's what I was going. That's what the whole thing is, why y'all have this whole organization going on, and y'all are in smack. I don't even want to call it Africa, because you know what I'm saying, all that. But y'all having this smack dead where y'all saying all these disease came from and all of that. But why there? Mm-hmm.
So what do they do when anybody darker than them does end up in their city or in their area? What happens then? What are the protocols?
Like they used to do, like how they have here, like a sundown town. They beat you, they hang you, they humiliate you, and they'll use them probably for organ trafficking or harvesting on. I'm sure the level to that is what they're probably doing already. It's just so hush hush. That's why they have to keep it so. They're so uniquely to themselves and their identity. But their real identity is just as similar to the genomes that are here. There's no difference.
Facts. Yeah. That whole situation is crazy. To say the least. Oh. Yeah. So let's move this thing right along, shall we? I have a validation I want to play. As far as the jab is concerned and what it's doing to people's families. So I'm gonna play this for you real quick. Mm.
I want to hear. Okay, so I don't want to hear shit about conspiracy theories anymore. Okay, and I'm not saying I don't want to hear them. I'm saying I don't want to hear shit about someone calling me a conspiracy theorist. And this is why I told my son, do not get the vaccine, do not get the vaccine, do not get the vaccine. The reason why I told him that is because I stopped him from getting vaccines since he was born. They gave him his first vaccine when he was just a couple months old, and he almost died, okay? He went into a fever of 106, and he almost fucking died. So since then, I never allowed him to go get a vaccine. He wanted to play sports so bad. So my mother snuck and took him to go get the fucking vaccine last year, okay? Right after he did that, keep in mind, he went to go get the vaccine so he can fucking play sports in school because it's mandated that you be vaccinated. Okay, so she went and took him to God to get it. Then he went for his sports physical the next month. They told him his heart rate was extremely too low. They don't understand why it was that low, and he had to go see a heart specialist. He went to the heart specialist, and I sat there. I looked at the doctor in his fucking eye, and I said, all of this is from that fucking shot. It's from that vaccine. I kept telling him not to get it, and I didn't want him to get it. And now that he got it, his fucking heart ain't working right. And the doctor said, oh, no, 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 it's not that. And I said to my son, they're just trying to downplay that shit because they don't fucking know, and they don't want people to be scared. I said, and he understood that, okay? Whew. So the whole purpose of him getting the whole vaccine was to fucking play sports, and he can't even play sports because his heart is fucked up from the shot, okay? So tell me I'm a conspiracy theorist when I'm fucking living it. Then this year, he think that, okay, so the specialist cleared him. His heart was still at a low rate, and he couldn't tell me why, but he cleared him from sports. Now, imagine if he would have fucking played. Anyway, so this year he decided he wants to play sports again. He went to the doctor just now to go and get his sports physical. Well, there's something wrong with his fucking heart again. It's extremely low. So you cleared him, but you didn't even clear him, but he wasn't even okay. So for a whole year, he's been sitting here with a heart problem. And they cleared him. Now they're saying, oh, he has to go see a specialist because for his age, his beating way too slow. And if he does try to play sports and exert himself, he can have a fucking heart attack. So you keep telling me all these people dropping dead for nothing. And then my son was on Jeopardy. Don't fucking tell me this shit ain't real. Don't tell me it's just a conspiracy theory. The government is literally playing Tuskegee Airmen on us. And it's not fucking fun. And I don't even know what to do because I can't get that shit out of his body.
And her mama did
It's
this.
okay. It's okay.
Her mama did this to her baby. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? I don't even know what I would do as a parent. I have no idea. I have no clue whatsoever. But I feel like that's a validation because you said, Quatita, you said this was gonna happen. You said it was gonna be tearing people's families apart. You said it.
Parents were really realized taking their children's children, their grandchildren without the permission, getting this shit because they thought they knew better. You can't ever know better for somebody else's fucking child than they know. Period. I don't care who you are.
No, bottom line, I absolutely agree. And now this boy can't play sports. He got heart issues. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. I have more stories. Does anybody else want to chime in on this or
Okay, so I don't want to hear
talk
shit.
about anything in particular?
I did want to throw one thing out there. A cousin has sent me a story, and I put it in the WhatsApp about the J.P. Morgan daughter who jumped off of the building. I thought that was very intriguing. I don't know if you all seen it. Let me see.
I'm trying to find it for you right now. Yeah, But that's another validation too, if you
It is
think about it.
another.
Because wasn't that in the world reading
Yeah.
that she did something like that? Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm not having any luck. Is it in the WhatsApp or the group
The
chat?
WhatsApp.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Yes, as oh no, yeah, 17-year-old daughter of J.P. Morgan Chase investment banker jumps to death from luxury Manhattan apartment. She was home with her horrified mom and sister at the time. And that's all it really says. But
All they gave, but it sounds like foul play.
yeah, that's the article or whatever.
How
But
did she
yeah,
heart attack? Would she pass? How she passed?
She jumped off.
she jumped.
Mm.
Yeah. Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly she jumped. Allegedly. But again,
Allegedly.
it sounded like Ozark when she jumped. But she jumped.
Rest in peace to her. So can we go back to what we were talking about with South Africa? No, because I need to show y'all something before.
It's Wild Wednesday.
Right, do you,
Show
baby?
y'all something before we move on and we go past, because I feel like we are very disconnected from our history, and governance has spoken about this here. When we were talking about those circumstances, right, with the genocide, when you picture us based on the images they give you of what we look like, they never referenced that we were like guerrilla fighters, that we were warriors. Like, we are warriors, but we were that. So Hendrik Witbooi, and I know I'm pronouncing that absolutely incorrectly, but he was considered the guerrilla fighter, and they actually called him his name. I'm not going to try to pronounce it the way that they did, and that the Nama did, but the captain who disappears in the grass, a reference to his renowned ability as a guerrilla fighter. I want you all to see him, because when I saw these groups of men, it changed my whole dynamic, and it's like it reversed the conditioning, right? So this is Hendrik Witbooi. Mind you, he lived from 1840 to 1905. Look at his, wait, hold on. I'm turning into Jose right now. Can't find the direction. Hold on. Give me a second. This is Hendrik Witbooi. Now I'm going to show you another picture here. This, it's kind of blurry. Horseback, cowboys. Remember the years that I said, right? They have pictures of him sitting with his guns, his artillery, his weapons, strong and not afraid of anyone. This is what we come from. They'll show you all the other images and make us look weak and make us look like we just trollop in and all of these other things. That's not the case. Warriors. Okay, so R.I.P. to Miss Chase and them. But I had to show y'all that, because I feel like it's very important. Almost as
Absolutely.
important as finding out whoever pushed that lady off of that building. Okay, allegedly. Aubrey, what Dak say?
That wasn't important. That wasn't important because they pushed her. They threw her ass out.
Yeah, they sure did.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
It was the
She was about to tell
mom
somebody
and
something.
daughter was horrified at home for me.
So they allegedly pushed her off the wherever she was supposed to be pushed.
Here's the thing.
She was about to expose some shit.
You say her sister did it all.
Right. She did it. But you know what, though? They don't give us no report like that. Another Black woman was found dead in her home last week, and police think that it was foul play. If you have any information on this particular case, please contact us at 111getyourlife.com.
Aubrey, let's really throw in a little extra. Bloody and murdered Black woman found in her home all alone.
Just came back from the food stamp office. Don't know where her children are. It's unfortunate. Okay. If you know where her children are, please call someone.
Even better, single mother of 4.
Single mother of 4, just divorced from her husband.
Yeah.
They be doing us so wrong. They be doing us so wrong. Mm-mm-mm.
Let me give a shout out to Black Girl on Lost, right? Because that is what we need to be, who we need to be, those type of platforms supporting when it comes to telling our story. There's a few of them. Leah Nicole, I think, is another one that go into these true crime stories and focus on us and tell it the right way. Listen, I'm so sick of them. Fuck the news, fuck the media, fuck all of it. There are platforms that are being created as we sit and we discuss. There are spaces that are being cultivated just for us, where we can hear our stories for us by us. And I'm gonna go back on mute.
No, but you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. And support those people, people. Oh, you know what, y'all? I found I found this interesting, y'all. Yeah.
Foster care. They are just taking this to the extreme. And it says the production is once they receive these babies, the meat is cured and dried, similar to that of beef jerky, so that it doesn't spoil and is preserved longer. And then they refer to having a Dahmer's mini camp. You are what you eat. And the target market for this is low income, poverty areas and countries. So once again, we are going after areas in our country. We know that Planned Parenthood, right, has always gone after the Black population. And so to me, this feeds right into that. They're normalizing again cannibalization.
Any baby beef jerky, anyone?
They got that beyond meat jerky now too. You know, they do have that. So be careful what y'all out here putting in your mouths, because it's baby.
It's sick out here, y'all. It's sick out here. Yeah. I mean,
So I have a question. What or slash who were they reporting on?
wait, said there. So it says, wait a minute. Did you just say they're putting babies into the food, beef jerky, and why the Black population? So I don't know exactly which company. Huh?
Okay. Okay.
Let me see if I can find out for you. Hold on
No, I
one
got you.
second.
You don't. It doesn't say which company. I was wondering if it was like, if it said who is that middleman. So.
Well, shit, we already
Which
know
one?
beyond in the what's the other one?
I guess I'm wondering, like, what news did this come on? Like, what channel is this on? A channel? Like, I'm curious.
It's
Like,
the,
it's
let's see. No, it's not giving me exactly where I'm reading right now, unfortunately.
But it's somebody that
okay.
knows something, because you have a Dahmer, like little facility, like Jeffrey Dahmer. So somebody knows something. So there are some truths to a lie, if that's what you want to call it.
Oh, you know, I think it's on change.org.
Wow.
I'm sure.
What?
I think that
Okay.
story was on change.org. So if you go there, you could probably find out details that you're looking for. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know. That's what it's saying here.
Yeah. Okay.
Anywho, yeah, that was wild, y'all. Anybody else got anything they would like to discuss?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Oh, go ahead,
Go
Malika.
for it.
Aubrey, how long was you gone? I was
They were calling. They were calling her name out in the chat
because I'm over here being petty, and I'm about to send it to Malika in just a minute. I'm over here being petty to myself, so I'm over here enjoying myself, like what I'm about to do. I'm petty as fuck. My pettiest self.
I was backstage rolling, but girl, listen, StreamYard does not like me tonight. Let me just say that. I don't understand if it's Savannah that you have a problem with StreamYard. She's here. Leave Savannah out of this, okay? But she is here, honey. Yes.
Can we can can we please tell those who joined us a little late who Savannah is? Just in case
Oh,
they're wondering.
Savannah, she is on top of my head on tonight. Guys, get into her. Okay, honey. Cranes in the sky, honey. I am Solange Jr.
You know what?
I can't.
Girl, it is skipping.
So,
Girl, I feel like I am royalty, honey.
It's giving me Sister Mary Clarence. At the end, when she was directing, just a little bit. It's not a. It's not a read. That's not a read. I swear to God.
I am channeling my moment right now, y'all.
I love
it.
Sorry.
What was it,
so
Malika?
the story that why first human monkey hybrid created in controversial laboratory experiment.
What?
I have to give credit to Wealth is the name of the account. Back in April of last year, scientists successfully created monkey embryos containing human cells for the first time ever, and it's raising a lot of ethical questions. I wonder what lab they're doing this in. According to a study published, a team injected human stem cells into monkey embryos and watched as the cells developed. The embryos survived for up to 19 days of fertilization, but the researchers have no plans to implant them into monkeys as of right now. While some scientists believe that these chimeras could potentially be used as models for testing, if I said that wrong, my bad, and the growth of human organs for transplants, others are concerned about the ethical implication of creating such hybrids. And I will present the question that they did. What are your thoughts?
Yehuda, fix it. Fix
Genomes,
it now.
genomes.
Hell
Doing shit that
no.
business doing always.
Who y'all getting these stem cells
This
from?
is Sweet Tooth.
Who y'all?
I was thinking that too, Charmin.
Exactly.
It's literally Sweet Tooth in real time.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys ain't watched Sweet Tooth yet,
Yeah, I don't even know what
shadowing,
is Sweet
it's
Tooth.
about
hybrids.
It's hybrid
Netflix.
human and Kukusa children coming to fruition, and they're like in little places and set up in little camps and whatnot.
Do experiments on them, and I'm spoiler alert to see how smart they are, to see how
Where is
close they
it?
are to being humans versus being their animal part. Netflix.
Okay.
So
Yep.
yeah, that's
Y'all just
exactly what that's
gave me
about.
something to watch. Good job. Good job.
It is a show. Nick T asked if it's a movie. It is a show.
It's a little cheesy to start going in first, but it gets better.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah. But yeah, genomes, splicing shit and putting shit where it don't go, and that's what they, just busy. They remind me of toddlers, just busy.
I mean, what are they hoping to accomplish? Because I feel like they want to
Okay.
build.
They don't even know what they want to accomplish. They just doing shit because
My
that's
question
what
is
they do.
why are they giving us this information?
Is chimera spelled like Zeus?
CHIM. Oh no, it was. Well, I don't know if they spelled it right. Let me go back. It was CHIMAERAS. So
they try to fake spell it because MAE. Oh, that's another spelling of it too.
Okay.
So it is a she goat, chimeria, or a different. Here, I'll show you guys. It's easy. That means she goat. And then it says it was a monstrous fire-breathing hybrid creature composed of different animal parts from Lycia, Asia Minor. It is usually depicted as, you guessed it, a lion with the head of a goat protruding from its back and a tail that might end with a snake's head. It was an offspring of Typhon and Echidna and a sibling of monsters like Cerberus and Lernaean Hydra. And here is what it looks like in the Greek. It says the term has come to describe any mythological or fictional creature with parts taken from various animals. to describe anything composed of disparate parts or perceived as widely imaginative, implausible, or dazzling.
Why are they? I feel like they really trying to recreate our cuckoosas, because I've noticed
They've
that
been,
like
they've been
different. Like we don't just have one. We don't have just one cucoosa to us. You know what I'm saying? So I really feel like they trying to recreate that. If y'all catching on to that.
No, I've been saying this for a while, since I feel like since the beginning, like because I guess supposedly they were supposed to have come to Atlantis, and I think Quatita also taught us that they came to Atlantis and they messed with the blood. And at one point, me and Royal were watching something, and I wish I remembered, but it was basically talking about how they were trying to mix animal DNA with the beings in Atlantis, and it's like, first of all, what animals? Atlantis. It's what animals are that?
Oh, Truman, they messed you up.
Like,
Charmaine, yeah, you cutting out bad, baby. We
They
ain't
don't want
making
you
that.
talking about it. Run it back.
Here.
Run it back, sis. Run it back.
Run it back, because they chopped that
Okay,
all
what'd you
up.
guys hear last? Okay, what'd you guys hear last?
Static. There was a lot of static and coming in and out.
Okay, so damn, they got me, because I'm like, wait, what was I talking about? Somebody remind me. I was on a flow. Somebody remind me.
They came to Atlantis and they started gene splicing from there.
Okay, so yeah, so what I was saying is that when me and Roy were looking up something, and they were talking about how they were trying to like use animal DNA or use animals to mix with the beings of Atlantis. And my question was like, what animals were they using? Like, they were in Atlantis. This was, they're not using like your regular tiger and your regular monkey. Like, these animals changed over time. So what animals are they using? And I feel like they're trying to, like you said, recreate cuckoos from the beginning of time, and that's where all of the deformations and all of this comes from. Just their experiments, just experimenting.
They almost had you again, Charmaine. They almost had you again. They almost had you again. We was about to be like, yeah.
But yeah, no, they have been, y'all. I think I posted it or shared it on the show, but they've been doing this I saw something like in the early 1800s. Scientists was trying to do this shit. So it's been, so it's been a long time. Man, what is going on?
I don't know. I've been over here trying to figure out what they got going on. Being nosy. I don't
Petty,
know.
My petty is crazy, bro. My petty is crazy, bro.
Look, you was doing this. I'm doing it too. Like, hey, girl.
Look at Malika and Ivory. Because they know what's happening. Like, I sent it to both of them. They fucked up. Like, they over there like.
All right, anywho.
Let's take a commercial.
Quatita is the friend who will get you in trouble in class. I'm trying to fix
it. Y'all silly.
And now
y'all so silly.
Commercial break.
Hey, I go. I love it.
Yeah.
Let me send the real picture.
And now for a commercial break.
Yeah, we gonna be right back, y'all, in a minute.
Whoever said that everything that glitters isn't gold never met goddesses. When my mind and heart feel led astray, or even on a gloomy day, when negative energies come my way, return to sender with one spray. With intention, I will mist, ensuring protection, peace, and bliss. From the north, south, east, and west, Goddessence makes me feel my best. Goddessence Calming Protection Mist, available now at www.grandrising.com. purify.
Sorry.
Aubrey was giving the whole commercial.
Are we back for real this time?
Yeah, we back for real this time. Yeah, that's too funny. That is too funny. Yeah, you better advertise, Aubrey.
Okay, Peter.
Yes, that part.
Let's eat.
Hey, she's so silly.
Did
Get
you
it?
recognize
Yes.
it first, Tanisha?
Yes, baby. Yes.
No, it's a good one.
Yeah. My petty is crazy. Anyway, so back to business. So the daughter of Lil Boosie has just come out as, of course, being gay. Now she's openly gay. Everybody in the world knew it. It was not a secret. He knew it. You know, I don't know if he was hoping that it stayed under wraps, but she's just come out, took pictures with her girlfriends. A few people have said that she should have just kept it because said the girlfriend was not giving. And I say that I wonder, but I'm sure he won't have the same kind of energy towards his daughter as that he's had towards Dwayne Wade's daughter, trans daughter, as y'all know. He's had a lot to say about this child and has been very closed-mouthed about his own daughter's lesbian relationship. He knew she was gay because you know why? We knew she was gay. You know, I was told her voice is deeper than his, and she's a great rapper. I don't know. I've never heard either one. However, I feel like some men are very hard when it comes to men being gay than they are when their daughters are gay. In his mind, I'm sure that you feel, Boosie, she like pussy like me, so what's the problem? Shit. You know, I just feel like he probably did not want it to come out this way. He was hoping that, you know, she could just skate on by and nobody would say anything. What y'all think, panel?
First off, Bushina possibly allegedly goes both ways anyway. So, you know, but we not gonna talk about that. But you don't want to talk about your daughter, but not to mention your son.
Chaz, where's Latrell? We cannot see your video.
Y'all can't see me.
Oh, we
No, you're
cannot
pitch
see you. It's that
black.
black screen.
You're still
No,
pitch
that didn't
black.
help either. No, we cannot see you now.
While
No.
Chaz is fixing her screen, I will say that one of
They
the
fucking was
committee
tonight.
said he don't support it. Said if she got married, he wouldn't be there. Like you said, he knew her ass was gay a long time ago.
wouldn't surprise me if the son like a little penile on the low, and yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. It would be them type of situations with parents that like that, where both kids be like, you know what I'm saying? So I think it would be karma, perfect karma, if you ask me.
It definitely is. What I said the other day when somebody first sent it to me, when it first broke, the news first broke, I said it's going to put a wedge in their relationship because he been new. He just didn't want nobody else. He wanted her to be gay in the closet, in the closet, in the closet. That's where he wanted her to stay, and it's going to put a wedge in there. Yes, it's going to put a wedge in their relationship, though. However, Spirit has already let me know that she's going to blow up within the next 12 months. Her career is going to take flight. And listen, whatever it is that she got going on, she going to have it going on. You know what I mean? And I hope she lives her life unapologetically out front, real fucking loud, because she's getting ready to blow up.
Listen, he finna be mad because he can't really get nobody to get him the money that he used to get. He said that he tried to call Deity and wasn't able to get through. Bushina, sweetheart, stop. All right, ma'am, just stop. We need you to stop, please.
Look, he thought that was gonna do.
That's what I was gonna say.
He was trying to do a
the
collaboration or something like that.
It's not that type of collab. We know how Diddy gets down. He's been brought out with Rick Ross, and then other affiliates have actually come out, and there are several interviews that have exposed what really goes on with that. He does not have the same energy with this that he has towards his son. I'm just seriously not understanding it. His son genuinely he can't live unapologetically, but you are over here. What is that word when you are projecting who you truly are and scared to be who you truly are because he is who he is. So you're projecting on him because you had to do some things to get where you are. And let's not act like you don't, because you're in the position to where we know you have to get down. And even if you don't recollect that it happened, it happened. I'm sure it did. I'm sure somebody got you on camera at one of them little parties. I'm sure of it. So I just don't understand how it's not that same energy with that. Like Quatita was saying, it's definitely not the same type of energy when it's a lesbian woman versus a gay man. It's like the gay man's masculinity is fragile because he likes another male. But when it's a lesbian woman, it's more accepted because it's like, yeah, we roll with the same thing. We roll with the same thing. It's more acceptable in the family. And it's like more of that energy, that masculine energy is more presenting. That is more accepted. But you have a male that's more in tune with being into his femininity, but masculinity at the same time, you have an issue with that. It's so inferior to you because you're fighting your own demons. Seriously. You're fighting something that you can't control. You go ahead, Malika.
No, I was talking about on cam with his legs up. The comment that it was given red cap. Listen, so when it comes to this, when it comes to this, I feel like you're not even allowed, because I saw the committee is saying, and just to let the committee know, we don't all see the comments. You have to have 2 or 3 devices open to look at the comments and do StreamYard. So if anyone's not responding to you, it's because we can't see the comments up here unless like we're looking at the committee. Anyway, so when it comes to this situation, you have single-handedly chosen to be an artist that communicates and sends out energies of your community killing your community, holding each other down, removing life from the next person that looks like you, rather than building us up. The committee was saying that he's not supporting his daughter in her coming out or her expressing that she is into women and she's with women, she's a lesbian. I don't think we care. You co-signing her is not, it doesn't
Did you read the next
anything.
one? Did you read the next comment?
Tell me what it was. Tell me what it was.
Why nobody talking about D Wade's son mother saying the same as Boosie?
Wait, what? What'd she say?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
D Wade's son is being allegedly abused and being used to go against his mother.
Pay her off.
Basically, she doesn't want her son being a transgender woman, girl. She does not want that. I heard a little bit about it. I did not hear a lot about it. You know what I mean? Reason why I'm not speaking on it because that's her child. However the fuck she feel about her child, that's how she feel. I'm speaking because that's not his child. And he keeps attacking this child. But now that his child has now come out, he is quiet. And like, you should support your child. I don't give a fuck. You can love your child. We were speaking about this the other day, and one of our people in the comments, I believe Keith was the name, said that his father, told him he had to make a choice. Not Keith, but the father said he had to make a choice, and he chose love, and he chose to love his son and continue to talk to his son and support his son. Like, whatever somebody does in the fucking bedroom is not my problem. You know what I mean? If you're trans, then that's you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I totally get it. I get it. She wants her son to be her son, didn't wish she gave birth to. Okay, I get that. I understand it. You know what I'm saying? But there was I don't know if y'all know who Angela Stanton is. She kept humiliating her child, her son, who was becoming trans, over and over again. In every fucking interview that she did, she would talk about this and talk about that that's not what she wanted. I gave birth to a son. So then he told her, I no longer want you in my life. But he didn't tell her, I don't want you in my life because of what she did. I don't want you in my life because you were in prison for embezzling money and for doing shit you didn't have no business. And so because of that, I feel like he should have said it. He should have went farther and beyond. For real. Like, that's how I feel. That's why I feel like he should have said. But I know he said he didn't want her in his life. But I feel like he should have gave it to her, like, because you was doing shit with Phaedra Parks. And you was embezzling money, you was committing fraud, and you're a fucking leech, and you're a criminal, and you done been to prison, and now I don't want you to be my mom. But we ain't talking about all of that.
And you're a hypocrite.
And a hypocrite.
Boom.
And the difference with this situation, and like you were saying, Zaya is that mother's child. When you're stepping out of turn and you are a parent commenting on someone else's child, that is when things get the table turned. Like, when the tables turn, you have to take accountability. You're sitting here not reflecting on how you done bashed this girl and someone else's child. Now it's your child. And you can't come up to the podium. You're such a man. You're so masculine, allegedly. But you aren't doing that. You're not showing the actions that the man that you are allegedly claim you are should be showing, because you would come up and you would speak on that. You would be able to give your I am so sorry for everything I've said before, but I love my child, I love my daughter. All the transgressions that I have for everyone else, this helps me see things in a better light. You have no forgiveness, no balance in there. There's nothing going on. That's where this is a little different. That's where this is jaded. That's where this stands out from those two situations. That is what we're getting at right here.
That's because
there we go. Sorry.
Oh shit, yeah.
I had cut out and came back in. I'm sorry, Chaz. Were you speaking?
Yes, I was. That your blackness kind of threw me out. But I was going to tie into that, Jose. I just felt like dude really got an insecurity within himself as a male. When you get the targeting, because you don't target no lesbian. You know what I'm saying? Because you shouldn't. That ladies, y'all gotta pay more close attention to the men y'all lay with. You feel me? Pay more close attention to these men you lay with. He's telling you something. If he's going to attack that young man for whatever he wants to be a female. He feel like that's what he want to be. That's what he feel like he wants to be. That's nobody's business. And that's a child. Why are you worried about what he doing? What are you doing? Have done, did before. You put it in your music. I know because I used to listen to it like that. You done said some nasty stuff up in your music about some man and what you allowed him to do to you. You know what I'm saying? That you was okay with, you know?
I'm trying to figure it out, Chaz, because Kevin Gates said he want to fuck his girl with another nigga. I don't know no straight men that's fantasizing about it.
You know, and you know, I like Kevin Gates, but it's not hard to see that that's what he does either. You know what I'm saying? It's
a lot of them do, and I love Kevin Gates, but it's the fact. Y'all say it in your fucking music. You ain't just saying it.
You say it in your music all the time.
And I just wanted to throw one thing out there. A lot of people focus on other people's households instead of trying to build theirs up and heal theirs. And that is a problem. That's where we have to start coming together. Focus on your household because you don't understand how damaged it is at that core. But you're easy to go put your hand in the cauldron or someone else's house and throw stones at someone else's house. But you can't pick up and see what you're doing to your own home, how you are bringing detriment to your own home. And I know we have to go on a commercial break, but I wanted to say that because that needs to be
we gotta
said.
take another commercial. Listen, I know you feeling it because you didn't use the word cauldron. So you real testy because you didn't say cauldron in this motherfucker. So okay.
We're gonna be right back, y'all.
I'm afraid to say anything. Are we back? Okay. Jose, say something.
Oh, are we back?
Okay.
Okay.
I just have to make sure. You're on mute.
Y'all was off mute.
Yeah,
we heard you.
Y'all during the commercial.
Oh, bad noodles.
To say anything.
I didn't even see the commercial either.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see
the commercial either.
No. It was my commercial again.
It didn't pop
They
up at all
they
for
both
me
said
this
on my
time.
end.
It was the big one this time.
Yeah, it was.
Can we run it again?
Yeah.
Run that beautiful bead
I'll
footage,
stay on
Love
mute.
Jean Marie.
Y'all are funny. Too funny.
I did want to say in regards to the Boosie situation. Sorry, I'm bringing it back after the ad roll, but I think the energy cannot be had the same because your baby girl knows all your secrets, and the last thing you want to do is to piss off your baby girl. You can talk about everybody else's children because when the animosity turns around and they lash back, they don't know your business. But your baby girl, especially when daddy is for the streets, your baby girl gonna know all your business, whether you want her to or not. And I feel like with the energy, the ignorant energy that I'm sure has trickled, there's no shutting her down if you piss her off.
Somebody's gonna take her under their wing. I'm waiting on it. I'm waiting on it.
And Boosie, can I tell you this, Bushino? Listen, I hope she tells all of your fucking business.
Your own kids will kill you, Aubrey. You understand me?
Period. Hey, have fun, raccoon.
He will not try to stop her career if he know what the fuck I know, because she's your seed, nigga.
Right. And who she gonna motherfucking lock arms with? It's gonna be a motherfucker you least expected. It's always the drop of the dime. Now who's laughing? You were able to get her career where it needed to be a long time ago, but you
Yes.
decided that you
Nobody
wanted
can
to
be
get
bigger than
yourself
him.
up. Right, because you was in jail, so you said, "What? I'm gonna get back on my shit." But you raccoon ass looking bitch, you have continuously tried to decipher all of these souls that you have been getting to the dark side, sir. But you don't understand that they have been utilizing you and taking you along with those same souls, you fuck.
Every time you give one, he lose a little.
Yep.
Bushina.
Listen, it's gonna all feel so right when it reaps. You understand me? It reaps because somebody gonna take her under their wing, and it is gonna be what it's gonna be. See, that's what he was upset with about Mo3 when they did their lie detector test, and Mo3 said, "I mean, you was the hottest. I'm here now. I still love you. We got respect for you." He said what the fuck he said, which is why his manager was mad because he said you soft, you scary, nigga. That hurt your feelings, and so you start pillow talking. These niggas ain't shit. They feelings be hurt, and fuck them. Anyway, I wanted to touch on. I don't know who put it in the group as one of their stories, but there's two stories. Well, three. That because we wasn't on last week. It was the Black Lives Matter co-founder. The cousin was killed by LAPD. I don't know who put that in. The other one was the girl, her 14-year-old boyfriend shot her and she lived, that we talked about. Definitely want to touch on that before we get up out of here. And then, of course, the Texas mom of 5 dies in a hit and run after trying to defend her daughter from bullies. That was from Hollywood Unlocked that somebody put in. And shout out to Jason Lee. So y'all want to jump in and we'll talk about it because wherever we want to start.
Okay, we can go ahead and start with the teenage girl in
Ooh,
the
good.
relationship.
Ooh,
Okay.
good.
I thought that one was crazy. The fact that she had got shot up and run up and done up by someone that was supposed to be her boyfriend at a young age, and they were so young, 14, everyone, and he came and the bullet, he shot her notorious amount of times and shot her, and I believe it grazed her head. Yeah, it was like 4 times. And she basically survived and was able to tell her story, which we're grateful for. But it's the simple fact that how did he have this kind of animosity? Like, we're raising them to have this kind of anger when someone turns you down. This is when it goes back to what I was saying as well. You have to know when to raise your men and allow them to know respect for their women, because clearly somewhere along the line there was no respect taught, or the fact that men get so fragile over rejection, even little boys, is showing that is even scary coming up and growing up already, like that morphing into something. How are we getting so fragile? And they always put that stigmatism on women, but little boys can't take the word no. And women are always told, to be more submissive and all this, but why? Why be submissive when these men are so fragile in a sense and so hurt in the sense because they haven't learned that these are the principles and these are the steps you need to take to be a man? And where was this gun at? Why is artillery just out there? I didn't understand that.
Yeah. No is a part of
Like he
life.
was robbing stage
Okay.
coaches.
You say robbing stage coaches. No, but no is a part of life. I mean, nobody likes to hear no, but I mean, come on, come on. You know what I'm saying? This reminds me. It just happened yesterday out in L.A. Man, the man, his wife was divorcing him, and he done drove the tractor truck into the house and shit trying to kill her because she told him no. So it's ridiculous. And you're hearing more and more of these stories. You're hearing more and more of these stories. I've heard a couple of these stories, older people, but nevertheless, it's the same bull. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
I feel like Once again, this happens way too often. Even within that week, there were so many stories back to back. I was grateful that they're actually getting talked about, so that because people are shocked as if this doesn't happen almost every day, especially with our youth. The two girls that were fighting, one went to get a gun and then she ended up shooting. She shot at the girl, but she ended up shooting and killing the young man.
11-year-old boy.
Yes, the 11-year-old boy, and she was 14. I mean, even if you date back just a little bit, there was the young girl, I believe it was in Orlando, who her mom was in the fight with another woman, and she grabbed the gun out her mama's purse. She was only like 8, and she was under the age of 10, and she ended up shooting the woman. You're seeing this, the student that brought the gun to school the other day and shot the teacher and killed her. Um, it's happening regularly. There were 2 young girls that were just found on the streets. I think one was in Tennessee and the other was in another state. Just found on the street, dead, shot. Like, it's happening more and more with our youth, but I'm confused at the adults being shocked that it's happening more and more with our youth. When every challenge on TikTok, every dance has some type of and they're moving their hands in the motion. When, like, eventually we have to take accountability, and it's not these children. It's coming from somewhere. Sometimes it's not the parents, even though the parents are still responsible because you should be in your children's business. Um, there's a lot of different things that we need to be focusing on when it comes to especially the Melanite family, because we're seeing a merge. And this goes back to also why I said earlier, maybe they're onto something, because I'm noticing with a full blend, there are a lot of things that we are seeing in our communities now, as far as femicide, as far as parenticide, I believe is what they call it. And when they execute their whole family, that's seeping into our communities, that we at one time would have been like, well, we know that's not us. And it's happening more and more often. The conversations are necessary. And Jose, I agree with absolutely everything that you said.
I wanted to kind of pose a question in regards to that, because it's getting to the point now where it is so common for men to get upset about rejection. How are people able to speak to this so that people can understand that there's a way to express your feelings in regards to you not understanding why a person did not make or you felt that they did not make the right decision?
I will just say 2 things to that, Aubrey. Stop coddling these boys. They're spoiled and entitled. And they feel like if they have a female that come visit them, you supposed to give them some pussy because you came to see them. They feel like they're entitled. When I did the interview with Hope Ransom, that was one thing that the grown ass man said to her. Church man. He said that's his rite of passage. That's what women were put here for. Who's teaching them this shit? The mothers are coddling. And then you also have the ones, it needs to be a balance, because either they're too coddled or they're not given any love and they feel like every bitch owes them something. Knock it the fuck off.
And I just wanted to add, like, for the women too, the fathers, the parents, or the whole parenting system. And that goes for the young lady, gladly she survived, you know what I'm saying? But you got to look at her from her standpoint too, like the type of man she into, the type of boys which she attracts, you know what I'm saying? Like, who we know she probably know that he was carrying a gun and all. She probably liked them type of dudes, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but we gotta do better, y'all. We gotta do fucking better. Kids carrying guns, and it's nothing new, honestly, to me. It's nothing new. It's like everything is repeating itself, and no.
So ain't nobody gonna believe nothing until the lizards blow y'all shit up.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I just feel like maybe somebody should just talk to y'all like that, because y'all ain't gonna understand it until all y'all shit is blew the fuck up. And every piece of your technology that you use every day to brainwash your brain, and you actually connect yourself to what they want you to be connected to, you're going to be fucked up. And you're going to be left behind. And it's going to be terrible to see. But y'all don't understand it until it's too late. And can't nobody, I'm not on the cliff with my arm hanging out. Talking about something, I got you. No, ma'am. People been trying to get you right now. And you have not been trying to get God. So while you got the train that got the gas to come get you, get on the train. But sis, if you want to be over there burning up, go ahead.
This is another story I wanted to put out here because we're running out of time. We ain't able to get to all of this shit because we had a good time tonight. I did. I had a good time tonight. But I don't know if y'all saw this shit. But the rage that built in me when I seen it irritated my complete soul. Please, panel, let's talk about this. Judge in the Young Thug trial finds potential juror in contempt of court and orders her to write a 30-page essay in lieu of a 20-day jail sentence. He had everything laid out of how she needed to research it, what she needed to say, what it needed to do. It really pissed me off. What's y'all's thoughts? Did y'all see it?
I feel like I don't remember fully, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that story. So she was in contempt, and instead of going to jail, she had to write an essay. Was it the genome? I can't remember that part.
She was a Melanite and he was a Melanite. And it's those things like that that pisses me off because he said, did you go to college?
Yeah.
She said, yes. Okay, well, you know how to write an essay then. And in lieu of me sending you doing 20 days in jail, I'm going to have you write an essay as to why jury duty is important. First of all, give me the 20 days because fuck you and an essay, bitch. Like, we are always spoken to as if we're kids and we're stupid. But he would have never done it to a fucking genome. You understand what I'm saying? He wouldn't have done it.
It's a power play.
And you're right. He wouldn't have done it if it was a genome because seriously, if it were anyone else in that position, they would have just let Cindy Lou, just like the story where we see Colin Kaepernick had to get on bend for a knee and be put off and everything. The genome girl that did the same thing, she got money and everything, compensation back. These things don't make sense. And we're not putting those things two and two together. Like stuff like that just doesn't accumulate for people. How are we doing this to our own and we want to see them suffer, but you'll let a genome? It's okay. I know you just murdered your mom, but 15 days, we'll talk about it. It's fine.
I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it for y'all. Hold on. Here it is.
Contempt is punishable usually by a fine of $1,000 and or 20 days in jail. I am not going to fine you. I'm going to, well, first, madam, did you attend college?
Yes.
You have a 4-year degree?
Yes, 7 Tech. Yes.
Say again?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. What I then want to do is, in order for you to satisfy your contempt, I'm going to commute the 20 days and require you to write a 30-page paper on the importance of jury service. Here's the criteria. You'll have to do APA style. You're going to have to use at least 10 primary sources, 10 secondary sources. You'll talk in a minimum, and I'll write this in the order. You'll have an order. You'll have it before you leave here today. You're going to write at a minimum the history of jury service, who could not serve on a jury, because that's very important, because years ago, people that look like us couldn't serve on juries. It was prohibited. I want you to talk about jury service in Georgia and discrimination at a minimum. Those 4 things, okay? And you can talk about anything else you want in that regard. I am going to give you a date 3 weeks hence that paper needs to be submitted.
I would have told that man I have an IEP and I'm
Did he
dyslexic.
fucking say discrimination?
Yeah.
He's doing exactly what he.
Yes, literally.
This is the second time he's done this He actually did it to a juror on a previous case because the juror overslept 2 days in a row. So he made him write an essay as well.
Was he a genome?
It doesn't say. It doesn't say. I'm not sure. But it says after the second time, he was told to show up the next day with his essay and a toothbrush in the event that he would spend the night behind bars. And that's it's an article on Complex. Listen, okay. Okay. This is what I talk about when I say sometimes we are so focused of outside of us, we don't realize that the enemy be right in our face, looking like us and our relatives, and can sit at the same table without even requiring an invitation. I can't say they out here enough. Jose gave me the phrase "stay sprayed up," and I cannot say it enough. They're out here and they're doing this regularly, and they're excused because, well, you can't say he's racist. When there's so much of that same hate, whatever term, whatever ism you want to put at the end of it, there's so much of that same hate that's within our own communities, within our own friend groups, within, for those who choose to do so, their religious quarters, within all of these spaces where it's us doing this to us. This is an educated man who has been placed in a position of power. He has to be educated within the European system to get to the status that he can sit and tell people what to do. He has been placed in this power, in this seat, to be able to then look at us. And I agree with governance 150%. I don't think he would have did it to somebody else. I don't know who this individual was prior. Maybe he would have. But
if it's a genome, it makes sense why it's not everywhere like this is, because she's a fucking Melanite.
That part. And she turned in the paperwork. I believe she turned in the paperwork because it was traveling for work and traveling. She thought she did everything correctly. It was when the sheriff showed up at her grandmother's house looking for her because she was in contempt of court that she realized, like, oh, this is a real problem. Copy.ai is a great website. You type in a few phrases and it'll give you at least 150 pages. And within that, I would put "go fuck yourself" as a watermark in the background of the paper. I would subliminally program him to realize that he is the scum and the scoundrel of this planet, and that everything he reflects is nothing that I want to be in the presence of. I would literally write it as a watermark over and over and over. So as he's reading what the AI has written for me to turn into him, because it's just that easy. And then you just drop in your sentences and put the sources in there. And she probably slick enough to get that done anyway. Behind it, I will put a subliminal message to him. So him, his ancestors, and all of them be after him can go suck their mother. Because who do you think you're talking to in regards to me trying to do my job? Why you don't put my job in contempt then? I gave the paperwork, so you don't have any don't have any understanding whatsoever. It is absolutely a show of power, and we can bring the feminine into that as well. This it's just not right. It's not right. It's not.
Here's the part that gets me, especially with the G-Knights that have the power like that judge does. This is what they do, and I notice, and it irritates the shit out of me. They guilt you by saying things like, he said it in the clip, we couldn't serve on the jury. You know, we didn't have that right. They always use those type of little things to guilt you, or shit like or you don't vote. You know, they guilt. You know what I'm saying? They always trying to use that old school. Well, your ancestors fought for this. Is okay, but then when you tell them, well, they got duped.
I'm not grateful for something that this should be already covered.
Right.
You mean you got to pass a law for me to be able to wear my hair the way I want to? You ain't got to pass that for a genome. Get the fuck out of here. Miss me with that shit.
Exactly. Y'all, it has been a phenomenal show. We've had so much fun tonight. Hopefully you all have had fun with us. Yeah. Until next week, y'all. We will see you next week. We love you, and don't trust no G-Night. Don't trust no genome. All right, y'all. All right.
Period. I love y'all to life.
Love y'all.
Peace.